catch for entertainment. So today we're going to look at the Pixar theory. So welcome to Theory Tuesdays, where we talk about different or stupid theories. And my tripod just went. Okay, so we're going to look at Pixar theory. First, we're going to look at this website called Pixar Theory into the Pixar universe. Then we're going to look at our Pixar theory. So Brave, it all starts with it's 14th to 15th century, okay? It all starts with Merida discovering the will of wisp, the magic. The magic turns her mother into a bear. Wow. I've not seen Brave, to be honest. The magic is why animals and inanimate objects, brooms, and tools behave like humans. Magic was utilized by a witch who mysteriously vanishes through wooden doors. Eventually, the magic from the will of the whips would lead to birth of superhero. So by superhero, there means Incredibles. Let's go. I haven't watched the Brave movie. I can just say nice. So they have kept the magic first. So how many movies do they exactly have? Because if we are talking about the current Pixar theory, they need to add Onward, and Onward can only be added between Brave and Incredibles. That's it. Okay, the Incredibles. Superheroes maintain order in the world, but Buddy, a one-up superhero, created two things from the demise of superpowered humans: self-serving AI bots like the Omnidroid, and the high-tech zero-point energy, electromagnetic energy that exists in a vacuum. This is a pivotal moment where we see machines eradicating their only threat, supers. So means now machines are feeling against the superheroes. Okay, note that down, comment, note that down. So means machines versus superheroes versus magic. So there must be some connection between machines and magic. Because superheroes were born by magic, the magic transferred to the superheroes according to this. Eventually, toys start to absorb and draw their powers from zero-point energy. Unseen energy that travels in will. Wow. That energy from magic, then this, now toys. Okay, 1997, 19. I go with this timeline because toys, if you look at the toys which are made in the current world, the timeline's 90s. The first sign of life form toys are now present due to syndromes, technological proofs. Toy scientists have come up with a code of rules and learned that human love is another energy source. Okay, so Woody and all that. Okay, so this is more controversial, or if I say controversial, this is more diplomatic. We can't say anything if they do like these are we are setting our own boundaries. Yep. These toys discover what happens to toys that are isolated from humans. Oh, nice. The toys discover that this is dangerous for them to be isolated from humans. We start to see inanimate objects question their purpose in life. For example, Jessie resents her owner. Okay, so now they are just adding the events towards human was not only carried by inanimate object but as by animals. Now animals are coming. Okay, so now that type of energy which has been considered from the magic has been to different forms. So what I guess they are just divided time, but what I think the story is being divided in machines, humans, animals. So humans are there are three different types of powers. Animals will begin to be more curious and carry more humanistic characteristics. Fair enough. In Ratatouille, Remy discovers his love for cooking and displays human characteristics. Some of them are walking on his paws, cleaning his hands, reading and cooking. This is the first time we see personal interaction between human and animal, but it's for the purpose of controlling humans. Remy controls Linguini because Linguini does not know how to do anything. We see that Remy's rat clan does not approve of the humans and fresh both fear and hate towards them. Hate towards them term will be looked after because it means there must be a war in future. So we are just not talking what's the Pixar theory. We are talking what can be done the Pixar theory. Okay, so till now when I am making this video, there are 22 Pixar movies, and here there are only 16. Remember the difference. Toy Story 3. 3 years later, toys have gone through a lot with humans. If you have seen the movie, you can tell why most of the toys have had being abused physically, emotionally by humans. Lots of the hug and beer straight up hates humans because they use and discard toys objects like they are nothing. He starts trying to take care of his own kind. This provides yet another reason why machines, objects like that take over. Carl and Ellie write to Andy telling him to get rid of his. Oh, I just lost one more thing of my tripod. Whatever. Because they know that animals between toys and humans coming ahead, and that's why they're planning on living the solitude. Okay, this is something else. We are not gonna add any further movies. We are just gonna read this. So up is all, but I'm just not gonna go read because we all know this movie. Years later, the uprising between animals and humans begins. What do you think? Okay, yeah, this is the point to be noted. If you look at the final climax of Up, we had the dogs and ruling. Remember? So that's the scene that some dogs are educated, some are not. Then it comes 2016, then it comes 2100, right? Okay, 21st century. When animals rose up against humans to stop the pollution, the machines saved the humans and they won the war. Okay, so now machines, humans are like World War II, they are together against animals and saved them and they won the war. However, since machines helped humans win, if tipped the balance of the earth, machines had to send the remaining humans off into a space on a ship called Axiom, Wally, and all of the other machines were left behind to populate the world and run things. But how do we know cars took over the earth and not another planet? In cars two cars go to Europe and okay, so Europe, Japan, everything is evident. All in all, corruption was using green algae as a catalyst for a fuel oil in order to turn cars away from alternative in that clean fuel could have been used swiftly wipe out many of the cars. All in all was run by BNL, which eventually polluted the whole earth due to its use of oil. The whole world becomes unfit of sustained life. Fine, fair enough. Huh? Wally. Earth become unstable. Okay, same. A bug's life. The same planet what we see in Wally grew to be a tree in a bug's life. Insects have longer lifespan in a bug's life. Prior to prayer. Okay, so now we see the bugs life are still working as animals who are like they are scared and now they are gone. Everything is gone. Animals lost, but they are still working. Life finds a way, as it said in Jurassic Park. Okay, so monsters universities. Now, after so many hundreds of years after Wally, animals started changing due to radiation caused by BNL. These animals evolved into monsters and accidentally wiped humans off the face of the planet. Monster University was founded in 1313. This is dated using the monsters calendar, not the humans calendar, and shows that it took place almost 1400 years. A bug life and monster university, they falsely taught the monsters. Okay, yeah, the monsters were working and the monsters saying this leads us to Boo. Boo means time travel, what I guess. So this is their theory. So soon, now it's time for us to start our own. I just understood why how it all started the Pixar theory, but we are here to start our own Pixar theory, and which is inspired by art. So just let me explain what this our Pixar theory means. Our Pixar theory means changing the reality, how time. Yes, I understand how time travels, but it all has to include these 22 movies. I'm just gonna Pixar movie list. These movies have to be uh, these Pixar movies. Wait, just wait. Yep, these 22 Pixar movies. Yeah, so if this video gets popular, I am gonna do a sole edition. So let's talk about the Pixar theory. So we have these movies to talk about. So I like the theme of magic, but this will be a little bit different than usual. Okay, so Onward, we all know what was the story of Onward about the father of the magic going and to a technological. And what was, where is it? Brave. Now it all starts, the timeline starts from Brave. It's late 14th to 15th century, but this time magic is everywhere. But if Brave would have been good, there was a second part for Brave. So there is one chemical reaction an old witch had, but she was waiting for the magic. The bear and the same story of Brave happened, but which connects us to onwards. There was some magic which has been kept with some sorcerer supreme, and we don't know, and that has been kept. The storyline of Brave ended, but in this storyline, we get to see that magic is still there. The power of magic humans have. Till now, people don't know what's machine. They don't know the Renaissance haven't started. So then comes Onward, where till now just backstory of Onward means his dad, the Chris Pratt actor's dad is working. So we see magic is happening, everything has happening. People are developing, and they still think magic is good. And his dad has kept some secrets, which is my theory, not shown in Onward, that the power which shifted magic to animals to different things is that magic, and that magic can be referred as energy. What does magic mean? Let's search that. Magic is the practice of beliefs, ritual, and or actions which are said to control and manipulate either natural or supernatural beings and forces. Typically, magic is categorized as independent from both religion and science. So, means magic can be energy. I'm asking you guys, can we consider it energy? Yes, we can. That's what it all starts. From magic is energy. So onward story happens. Then we have the story of up. Remember the people who are constructing houses and all, they're working. Normal life of humans have been developing. But we just missed one part which was before Brave. Going past. It was good dinosaur. The magic we are talking about is the child, or is the magic the child had. At that time, humans weren't born, but the child was still there. The good dinosaur story revolves around the child and a dinosaur. In real life, dinosaur had to die, but it didn't because the magic. That's the starting of the magic. Then it passed on to the sorcerer. The magic still had, but what happened to the dinosaurs? Yes, so there is some time traveling which just removed. So let's search what was the story of Big Dinosaur. Oh, Good Dinosaur. What was the story of Good Dinosaur? I'm gonna clear my point more. Luckily for young Io, his parents and his two siblings, mighty dinosaurs, were not survived. About 65 million years. When I Okay, so 65 millions ago, they didn't die, which was because of magic. Then they come after some years, humans were still there. But sorry, I'm just rephrasing it. I'm just telling my timeline again. Some dinosaurs didn't die because of magic. That magic Brave had, the events of Brave had then. Onward, the magicians are still growing and hiding the secret. But now the story revolves around the good dinosaur, what all happened. The story passes, then comes Onward. Again, the main part of Onward, where the Renaissance have started, and now people are trying to find innovations. Think what, like World War I just and before World War Roman Empire and all. Why we need reason for this, and that made magic gone, and which converted magic into energy. There ever people ask, what is energy? Why is energy like this? Wow, who is God? Because magic turned into religion, energy, different times. And till that magic was getting divided in animals. Yep. After onward, people started to ask reasons, and which ended up as in Incredibles. People are still studying, but now they see what was story of Incredibles. You guys should read this. A family of undercover superheroes, while trying to live in a quiet suburban life, are forced into action to save the world. The machines are getting wrong because that magic is now in form of machine. Machines are getting controlled by magic. And the government, everything is normal. It can happen in our lives also. If you watch MCU, then you must know this. It can happen in anyone's life. This is how the timeline is working. Same time, the Incredibles 2 comes where they same story, whatever was the timeline. According to this, now I said the power has been divided because now it comes to finding Nemo. Animals have the power, but still they think humans are more powerful than them. That's why they thought, so let's leave humans and let's do our business. Oh yeah, where did I left? Like there was some editing cut. Some people were there, so I had to take the third cut. Whatever. So we were there finding Nemo. So they are just hiding there from humans, but still they get lost. Same then after years it happened to Finding Dory. But and between of them, humans are also still developing, and the magic has been forced into Toy Story. So in the previous Pixar theory we searched, so we got to know that humans, the Pixar theory was keeping some boundaries, but here, some toys have faced the consequences. So from generation, like some generations of toys have passed down the gossips to not to come in front of humans because some humans have fainted and they know there's one more energy, one more magic power called humans love. Humans love is getting expressed by Toy Story. So in this, I'm gonna give credits to this guy because where was the page? Uh, yep. There's a learn the human love is another energy source. So I'm gonna give credit. So Toy Story happens in between, then same evidence of Toy Story 2, 3. Okay. Then after years some then we have animals are also getting developed because in between then we get the story of Ratatouille. Now till now in Finding Nemo and Dory they were like we don't want to interact with humans. In Ratatouille, the whole group of rats weren't ready to interact with Linguini, but the rat Remy was. He wanted to interact, but he was controlling Lingui, and which was another power. And further on, the animals can control humans. This was the beginning of the war between animals and humans. Then it came movie Up, where the dogs were controlled. He was like boss, as we saw. So I would take this as one more reference of a movie, a Disney movie. What was the name? Get it. Oh, Hindi. What was the name? Mr.entertaine is forgetting the name of that movie. Uh huh. Disney movie, Disney dog. I'm just gonna search Disney dog movies. I don't remember. That's right. Disney dog movies. Cuphead. Do you remember? Oh, Bolt. Yeah, Bolt. Thank you, Bolt. So we can read that some the dogs are as hypers. They are doing some academy or they're getting developed. Okay, so but some companies are affecting humans because now comes machines. Machines are taking control over the humans. New innovation, the renaissance are still happening. People are asking reasons. The magic now turns into machines. As what we saw in Incredibles, it was left, but now the machines are taking over. After the events of many years later comes Wally. Then the pollution has been, but there are some types of machine, good and bad. So good are very less, but bad are everywhere. They're bad in that way, in their way they're positive, but in our way we see as negative because they tend to feel like humans are just fatties. But what was steal from us, and that's a they were negative, freedom. Freedom. This war is also about freedom. So changing time, the unit is getting related. The title of this Pixar theory is getting related because we are changing time from animals to computers. And in this pollution war, we have the war between animals. And the animal war came from Ratatouille. Yup. animal versus humans happening. Animals think they can control them. Humans think they are like being cruel to animals. Then we have some humans saying we should support animals. Then some bad animals betray them. All that fight. So this is how it all comes down. After pollution, some machines have been kept inside Earth, planet Earth, and where people have developed. And those good machines decided to give up, and some only cars are left. Cars and different type of machine means no humans, and the magic has been transferred to all the cars. Then cars 1, cars 2, cars 3 happens, and many more cars scenes can happen it. But after the more years later, more, then we see that some animals, some on a different planet, there's one animal, according to me, which is a bug's life. A bug's. So Bug's life is really doesn't matter in the timeline of Pixar theory, but still in order to improve it, we are adding it. And then years later, those humans have started a revolution. This was not shown in the Pixar theory, saying again, not shown in the Pixar universe. They started a revolution which turned them to fight, and they landed on a different, identical planet to Earth, which is not being occupied by machines. That's why everything feels like so 80s, 70s. Now they start another life. And when the humans, because of their anger, fear, have turned into monsters. And now these monsters have started university and eco life and everything. But they know the real truth is to find they need some energy. And that's why these monsters use the machines which came to their planet to occupy them and take over. They killed those machines, and then they invented time travel machine. And those time travels will help them to regain everything. And then the what was the girl's name? What was? Boo. Yeah. Boo is the one who would time travel back when she goes back in humans' world, and that's the world which Incredibles 3 can come. Incredibles 3, where Boo tells everyone that there's some time travel villains, which are, and those machines are now also doing time travel from Incredibles universe to go back in monsters means in future they're bringing future to past, which means Incredibles 3 is this plot. Cars timeline can go for if Cars 4 is coming. Their timeline can work as usual as because till now there's no changes needed to Cars. We need, according to this, one animals versus humans, a story about animal cruelty, and which will involve how machines are getting used to kill animals. Humans are using machines to kill animals, and that specifies my point that machines are with humans in destruction of animals. So this is my Pixar theory. This is my ideas of Pixar. So bye guys.